you crossed like a different path of some aspects that also in this journey of entrepreneurship and startups and venture capital and so forth, like there's just so much, noise and fakeness as well. And I think that if there's one thing that I've always appreciated about you, Juan and Marco, is how authentic, right? Like you guys are, and you're unapologetic about being the way you are. So, and that to me builds like beautiful companies with incredible stories. That's what makes like something truly like inevitable. And there was a moment where like you guys pivoted and you were doing a bunch of different things in order not have to raise money but be profitable as you are closing out a bunch of these large contracts, which it's the contrarian type of story that people think it's the obvious story. It's like, hey, we're geniuses. We're gonna have this brilliant idea. We'll do a prototype, and we're gonna raise millions of dollars to burn a bunch of money, to then go out and then raise even more. And did you actively, made that choice, or were you like, look, I want to do the traditional route, but I just can't? Or, for me, actually, I don't care. For me, this is what makes sense. And by the way, you'll give me far more independence. And I ask this because I think it's a valid question in the sense that oftentimes I will also see founders that they build, it's just so hard already to build these monsters, these decacorns, these unicorns, but they lose all their independence as well in the middle of it. Suddenly they, they raise all the money, but they don't really run their companies,
For me, like when we began with the company, yeah, we wanted to raise money and raise money and burn and grow, But I think it depends on the moment you are like, and what you think is best for your company and the founders also, and all the stakeholders. We didn't function well, like having like when you have to raise money every 9 months or every 12 months, because if you don't raise, you die because you're burning a lot of money. Like it's difficult to decide which is the best thing for the long term. A lot of times, these companies or what we did, it was like whatever it was best for the next funding round, But like if you have the long-term vision, like being able to build a business, because a business, not just a product, a business that creates money, creates opportunity, and gives you profit, gives you the chance of making bets for the long term, right? So I think that like for some years, like we didn't raise a lot of money. We weren't out there raising money or in the news, on the news, like claiming what we did. Even if we had like amazing clients, great product, and everything. But now, for example, I know that if I want to compete globally, I gotta raise money. But I got the power to choose with whom and in which terms, because my company works, and my company has been growing. Our company has been growing every single year, getting better clients, bigger clients every single year, But I can choose who to work with, and I think that freedom is very important. And in the B2C or when you burn a lot, it is hard to choose. But even if you have to be like number one and number two out there. But a lot of the founders I know, they've lost control of their companies. And they work more for investors than for their company. Because they're like giving reports 24/7, like all like with all this smoke, like fakeness out there, like claiming they're doing amazingly. And dude, like, I know you're not, like, we all know.
I think it's interesting that, there's just like a few things I always say to founders when I'm giving them fundraising advice and I'm working with them to raise money. It's like you want to be in a position, you got to earn the position of making decisions from a position of strength with optionality. which is exactly what you said, right? It's picking who I want to work with and who I want to partner with. Because what we do is basically marriage with no sex. So it's kind of like, and hard to have a divorce. So, you need to really work with people that are good people, that you like, that will push you in one way or the other. And so forth. So